long enough to make sure that he built that type of relationship to where no matter what the mom was saying, it really wouldn't affect him because he knew he had a relationship. All right, check this, right? Before we even start this video, real quick disclaimer. If you're the type of person that borrowed money from somebody, but then you get mad, you want to have a fake attitude when they ask you for the money back, but you ain't have an attitude, you were super gracious when you borrowed the money, this video is probably not for you. If you're the type of person that fry your fish in cornmeal instead of flour, this video is probably not for you. And last but not least, if you're the type of person that signs up for overtime because you're thinking about the dollars and the money that you're about to make on the overtime, but then it's like the day before the shift, and you actually thinking like, damn, I actually got to work this shift, so you try to throw the shift back because you're tired, you don't want to work it, this video is probably not for you. Well, you know what? This video might not be for me because I honestly just did that. I was supposed to work a double tomorrow, but I just wasn't feeling it today. A lot going on, so I had to throw it back. But anyways, none of these disclaimers had absolutely nothing to do with this video, but let's get started.
They can't stand the facts. A lot is insane, they can't stand this raps. I'm so Buffalo like I'm Bandana Black, but from the 716, we determined and we discipline. Oh, that's your man, better get him for you missing that. DJ Bandana.
Hey yo, what's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I am Buffalo. And first off, this is your first time on the channel. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right on the bottom of the video. Hit that thumbs up, that like button. If you came here before, watched any of my videos in the past, maybe you heard me DJ on radio, maybe I came to your city, DJ'd a concert or something like that, you already know you tied in with the fam, you're officially part of the Bandana fam. Heavy shouts out to the Bandana fam. Check this, right? Before we even get into this topic of this video, listen, this week has been crazy for me. Like this week has probably been one of the worst weeks of my life. First of all, and I'm gonna sum this up kind of quick because this is my explanation of why I haven't really uploaded videos in the last couple of days. First of all, so you know how you guys was watching me on live and I was showing you like the elaborate setup that I basically been building over the last year. All the money I was making from YouTube, I put into this setup at the house so I can do better videos, you know, all the equipment like that. Well, yeah, that joint is shot right now. Computer just died, just out of nowhere, just gave up on life. So right now I'm back to some of my old equipment. We still gonna get that done, but that's just really that was about $4,000 worth of equipment I can't use right now. I'm a little bit frustrated about that, but that's not even the icing on the cake. And I don't want to get too much into my personal life. I know you guys came here for the 6ix9ine story, and we're gonna definitely get into that because it's something important that I need to tell you about this whole 6ix9ine situation. The other day, well, about 3-4 days ago, and this is why I haven't really uploaded. I kind of just been in a slump. For those of you who don't know, especially you guys who's not from Buffalo, you probably don't know, my uncle was killed a few years ago. My Uncle Ronald was killed a couple years ago. His girlfriend stabbed him in the middle of his chest and then wouldn't let him get out of the door, and he just laid there and basically bled to death. And we found out about it on the news. Like, nobody came to us and told us anything. I was real close to my uncle, especially growing up. And that's kind of how we found out about it. But that's not even the bad part. Like, rest in peace, Uncle Ronald. This is the bad part. For the last week on social media, I have had to watch people glorify the killer, make the killer seem to be some type of warrior or some type of innocent victim, or they was done wrong, and I just had to witness for the last week somebody who took my uncle away be glorified because they just died from the corona. And I don't wish death on anybody. I don't wish death on that person. Listen, we're not going to talk about that. But anyways, rest in peace to that person. That person died from the corona. I don't know whether it was karma or whatever. Anyways, like I said, I don't personally wish death on anybody. But yeah, the person that killed my uncle recently just died of the corona. And just watching, now I understand it. Like, if you family or something like that and that's your people, well, I stand on different principles. Like, my uncle wasn't perfect either. Like, he wasn't an angel or anything like that too, but he definitely didn't deserve that. And I wouldn't be portraying him to be some type of angel or some type of survivor or some type of warrior or something like that if the tables were turned around. But I just had to get that out. Anyways, let's talk about this 6ix9ine situation. Basically, this is my response to 6ix9ine live video earlier. And I want to just say this up front. I know you guys have been watching the channel for a while, and I'm probably one of the only YouTubers who really don't post too much on 6ix9ine. Only time I post on 6ix9ine is when I have a message that's going to help people. I don't just do it for clout. I don't do it for views, anything like that. Just like with this video right now. Even the live video he did earlier. 2 million people watching the joint. You know who one of those 2 million people wasn't? Me. You know what I did? I watched it on somebody else's live. And you know, you're probably thinking like, well, why would you watch it on somebody else's live? Because I'm not supporting or promoting that rat. And you probably like, well, you watched it anyways. No, I watched a 10-minute clip that somebody else put up. If you watch his clip, then he's going to get the views. He's going to get the clout. He's going to get the money. And what I stand for, I just can't do that. So I'd rather another YouTuber or another social media person who reposted it. I didn't get to watch it live. I watched it a couple hours. But my response to this situation, 6ix9ine and 50 Cent honestly should be canceled right now. I know you probably think like, hold on, Bandana, you bugging. Like, what you mean 50 Cent? We're going to get into why 50 Cent should be canceled. I really felt that 50 Cent should have been canceled a while ago. I know a lot of you guys are probably still going to support him. Just on the principles that I stand on, I know if you follow me on this channel, I always say 2 things I don't play with is God and kids, as far as like being a father, because that's the only way we're going to change the world. Like if we just keep repeating the same circle of raising our kids to be messed up people, then things are just going to get worse and worse and worse. So you got to be a father to your kids. You got to be in your kid's life. And I know you, listen, I'm explaining it. This 6ix9ine situation, right? A lot of people's asking, how could he do this? How could he rat? How could he come back out and do this? How could people still support him? I believe you guys are asking the wrong question. You're asking the wrong question, not how could he do it. Honestly, 6ix9ine did exactly what he was supposed to do. 6ix9ine did exactly what he was built for. 6ix9ine did exactly, he followed protocol, what he was supposed to do. I know you probably think like, Bandana, you wilding, you bugging right now. No, I'm not bugging, y'all bugging. Would I do the same? No, because I live by different codes, different standards. 6ix9ine knew he was a sucker. 6ix9ine knew that he wasn't a gang, he wasn't squad, any of that. What he did was he linked up with other people for protection and basically used them to get clout, use them for protection to do what he was doing. So the question that we need to be asking is, why do these street people keep embracing clowns? Why do these street people keep falling for the okie doke? Why do these street people keep trading their morals and the codes and stuff that they stand on for a little bit of money? Well, it was a lot of money in 6ix9ine case, but if you're going to ask the question of why 6ix9ine snitched, you got to ask the question is, why did these real people who knew that he wasn't real let him so close and let him get so involved in a situation where it can fall like this? What do you expect for a person like that? If you do a crime right now and the police pull up, you can't say, well, why did the police arrest me? That's what they're supposed to do. 6ix9ine is a clown. They knew that from the beginning. He's a rainbow head clown running around New York City screaming squad, gang. Like I knew that. I never been in New York City a day in my life. So I know they knew that because they was around him every day. And I'm not trying to put nobody down that's locked up like that too. But like I said, hopefully this is a lesson. So maybe somebody that's in the streets, or if you dabbling in the hood in the street like that too, you can look at the situation and think like, no, I'm not going to trade my potential freedom. No, I'm not going to trade my potential standards and codes and stuff that I live for to align myself with somebody for monetary gain, because it's an even trade. He paid you money, he gave you money for your protection. So when things hit the fan, he did what he was supposed to do. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. Y'all was supposed to stand up, street code, squad, gang. Like I said, me personally, I couldn't tell on somebody. But me personally, I wouldn't align myself with a situation like that knowing that that's not me. Like I wouldn't do that. That's just something that he's old enough to know right from wrong. They're old enough to know right from wrong. To the 50 Cent part of this, this is going to be kind of hard to explain, the 50 Cent part. So I was watching, 6ix9ine recently said that 50 Cent showed him how to hide money, how to hide money from his baby mother so he wouldn't have to pay child support. Now I was looking at it like, that's kind of messed up. Why wouldn't he want him to take care of his kid? But when you look at 50 Cent and his whole son situation, like, and I just got to speak on this because I'm a real father, and real men, and what I'm about to say, this is not for like males, this is not for boys, it's not just because you was born a boy, this is for people who's actually real men. Real men are in their kids' life. Real men raise their kids. You know the problem with 50 Cent situation? This is just based off of the media, what they both said. Every interview, 50 Cent basically says that the reason why he don't rock with his son is because his mother corrupted his mind. I know a lot of deadbeats and a lot of guys probably going to agree with what 50 Cent is saying because you probably the same way. I'm not the same way. I'm going to say, well, the mother corrupted the kid. She put all this stuff inside of his head. She made him do this, or she felt like if he wanted a pair of Jordans, he should have all 9 pair of Jordans because his dad is rich. Yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce is billionaires. You think Lil Blue Ivy's running around with some Skechers? And there's nothing wrong with Skechers, but you think she's running around with some ran down sneakers, or she ain't got like a elaborate lifestyle too? And at the end of the day, it's a choice. So I know a lot of you guys gonna say, well, 50 was out making money. He was on tour, so he had to have his baby mother raise him. So that's how she was able to corrupt his mind. No, you're absolutely wrong. The same way 6ix9ine had a choice, the same way Treyway had a choice, nobody forced 50 Cent to be in the streets. Nobody forced 50 Cent to be a rapper. Nobody forced him to pursue more and more money. At that point, he already had money. He could have opened up a business, spent time with his kid. And the reason why I say that that's not an excuse is because I'll give you a prime example just to my own personal life. I'm divorced right now. I got divorced from my child's mother like that too. But from day one, I made sure that I was in my daughter's life from day one. So no matter if my daughter's mom had her for the next 5 years, telling her whatever she wanted to tell her, I've made sure that I built enough of a relationship with my child that none of that would matter. 50 Cent could have been around his child long enough to make sure that he built that type of relationship to where no matter what the mom was saying, it really wouldn't affect him because he knew he had a relationship with his dad where he would talk to him every day, really spend time with him, and actually raise his kid. I'm not saying that he didn't do that, but obviously there's some type of miscommunication or some type of disconnect in that situation to where 50 can basically dog his own son publicly. I think that's wrong. At the end of the day, you made that kid. I think that's a bozo move. Like, and I don't know whether anybody else supports it or whether anybody else feels the same way. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not a male. I'm not a man. I'm a real. I mean, I'm a male, a man. But I'm saying as far as a real father, like real fathers don't do that. Real fathers fix those situations. Real fathers realize that you created a kid, so whatever situation happened to where that kid got corrupted, it's your job as a father to try to fix that. It's your job to be the bigger man and mend that situation. And I know a lot of deadbeats is going to be in the comments saying, no, well, no, his mother made him that way. 50 Cent said his mother made him do this. If 50 Cent had the type of relationship with his son, that was a daily, strong relationship, and you can build it, especially at that point, you was a millionaire, so you could have damn near got full custody if you wanted to. Like, with the amount of money and stuff that you had, it's just a sad situation. So that was kind of the last straw with me when I seen that 6ix9ine was saying that 50 Cent helped him, showed him how to hide money from his baby mother. Like, why would you want to do that if you're actually in your kid's life and actually supporting your kid? Because when you was, we're not even going to get into that, but a lot of guys just, mine is just messed up. But I want to hear from you guys. Y'all hop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole 6ix9ine situation and this 50 Cent situation. Like I said, on this channel, as far as super updates on 6ix9ine, I'm just not, that's just not my cup of tea. I'm not rocking with just doing videos on 6ix9ine for no reason. But I think the reason why I did this video is to really show you guys that at the end of the day, you're asking the wrong question. It's not why did he snitch. He was supposed to. He's a clown. Why did they let him get so close to do this? Why are you guys still watching and streaming his music and then talking about him, calling him a rat? Every time you watch a 6ix9ine video on his actual platform and you call him a rat, you're promoting a rat. You're paying a rat. That's what you're doing. You're promoting him. You're supporting him. And I know some genius is going to get in the comments talk about where you're talking about 6ix9ine and we're watching your video. Yeah, he's not getting the money from this because I'm not putting his clip on my channel. This isn't his channel. I don't know, this really got me hot. Like, for him to be able to just come out and just, and some of the things he was saying, basically like, nobody else can come out and if you ain't got this watch, then I can't beef with you. I'm still a king in New York. I'm still doing that. Well, I got this watch and I can walk through my neighborhood without getting my top popped off because I ratted on somebody at the end of the day. I can go to sleep at night knowing that I stood on the codes and the standards that I live by and I stood on those. You can't. So that's why you maybe have that. Like, I wouldn't trade that for a chain. I wouldn't trade that for a watch. I wouldn't trade that for $1 million. Because at the end of the day, you're dead inside. You can tell. When you watch that 6ix9ine video, like, he was down there about to cry in the apartment. He's like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, no, ain't no sorry. What are you talking about? They did this to your baby mother. You chose that baby mother. You chose to sleep with her. You chose to bring them around your baby mother. You chose to have that type of relationship where it was cool for them to be around them and had that type of communication for that type of stuff to happen. At the end of the day, it's a choice. You made a choice, and that's the outcome of it. Anyways, it's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected. Mr. I Am Buffalo, I'm out.
I popped out in the phone, Drake and drip, yeah. My mind on my money, but my eye on you. I'm moving on the incline to get more rich. My lifestyle, I be keeping it lit. I'm bossing in the fast lane, just me and the chicks, yeah. Overtime hustling like I'm balling bricks.
DJ Bandana.